Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Let's dive in. Today's character, sheng. Okay, when we translate English concept, saint, we use sheng. One thing, it sounds similar, right? It's sheng versus saint. And second, probably culturally, this sheng holds similar function to saint, because saint represent people who gain a certain level of wisdom and they sacrifice for the bigger community than themselves. They don't just live for themselves, right? And sheng in Chinese, not exactly emphasizing this sacrifice part or being divine part. And actually, Chinese original meaning of sheng is more close to sage than saint. So sage means a wise person. And Chinese define a wise person with this person sign standing on top of soil. Okay, so you're grounded, you're earthy. And then you have the ear symbol and then your mouth symbol. So for Chinese, ear, mouth represent input and output. So you, as a conscious being, you are tuning in to what's around you. You really tap in to, the visible, invisible, observable, unobservable, factual, counterfactual. Like you're really a thinker. This is your input. You have a great sensor, so to speak, to take in the information, to really notice things happening around you. So that's input. And then output, you're really concise, wise, be careful with your words, because once you reach the stage of sage, your words can be so powerful and influential. It's like beyond your immediate people. Like you probably have a bigger following. I want to say like influencer in ancient times, that's more like a sage. But they first off need to build themselves to be a great person, have the sensitivity of input, and have this algorithm, however they build themselves up to, so that they can view things, they can be really insightful, right, with all this input, and then they can output with the mouth, to really help people around them understand what they see, what they hear. And interestingly, like I said, what I see, right, in the West, and also in contemporary neuroscience, I guess, 70% of information processing is through the eyes. So eyeball observation, like when we say observe, that means we look at things, right? But Chinese represent this input. Rather than use visual, we use audio sensor to represent not only it's what I see, right? It's what you hear as well. I guess hearing probably is more primal, it's more intuitive, it's more like you need to tune in even more to hear it. And in English, we have an expression of you can smell something, right? Smell, again, olfactory function, probably is more primal. And something is like not really visible. You cannot really pin down. But if you can smell it, it means intuitively trusting your gut kind of thing. And so I guess in that similar sense, Chinese use hearing function to represent the most sensitive, intuitive way of gathering information. So then we have this human on the soil. Now, the character next to it, which is the contemporary simplified Chinese, look like take off after this one. But meaning-wise, if you go pare it down, it's lesser of a meaning of a sage. The reason why is, okay, we have the soil symbol, which is the same as the original character of sage. But here it's only 3-finger hand symbol. That means action. That means you're doing something on the soil, which is ancient times is farming activity. So farming activity is more action-based. It's not exactly, tuning in, having input and having output, like intellectual based. It's not about your head, what's happening in between here and here, right? it's your hand is lower below your head, your action. So in a sense, it's not really sage related. Sage probably are more listeners and speakers rather than doers, right? So that's an interesting simplification. I want to say kind of a detour of the original meaning. This carries the real definition of what's considered sage in Chinese versus this is just convenient, less strokes, but really it's a departure from its original meaning. So there you go, sage. And this supposedly is Confucius. And he is the, epitome of sage in Chinese culture. All right. Thank you for your time. See you another time.